Oh boy. Oh boy, folks. You Oh, you are in for a treat tonight. We did it. We have officially done it. 100,000 subscribers in under 2 years. Boy, I kind of pull off the receding hairline, I think. What do you guys think? On the agenda for this live stream today is one, as you guys have already seen, I will be progressively shaving my good old head. I told you guys back in September, I was like, listen, if we get to 100K before 2022, it is happening. The head shaving is just, it's going to be a reality. And I've had a lot of responses since then. I've had a lot of people saying this is a tacky ploy. You're not going to gain any more subscribers from this. This is just silly. Don't shave your head. You're going to look like an ugly son of a gun. And to that, I would say, first of all, I already look like an ugly son of a gun. And second of all, life is too short to just go about your day every day not knowing what your own scalp looks like. For that reason, I am going to be shaving my head today, and it's going to be a darn good time. So, the other thing that we're going to be doing today is taking a bit of a look back, but more of a look forward at what the direction of the channel, of the business, is going to be going forward into 2022. We got Editor Riff already in here in the chat. Speaking of that, I'm not going to be super engaged with the chat during this whole thing just because I do want this video to be interesting for people even who are viewing it in the future. Bearing all of that in mind, I've got some stuff typed out that I thought of in advance that I just want to share with you guys as far as where my headspace is for the channel and the business and the kind of things that I'm thinking about and dreaming up for the business and the channel in the future, because that's something that I honestly don't talk about a ton on the channel. Most of my videos are pretty topical. They're pretty, high energy. I'm focusing on the fines and the profit margins and the, things that we're picking up, the deals we're able to make, whatever the theme of that video happens to be. And today we're going to take it a little bit slower. We're going to take a breath and just kind of appreciate what has been able to happen as a result of you guys' continued support of this channel. I'm really proud of where the channel's been able to come and what I've been able to accomplish in this last couple of years. And so we're going to take a little bit of a moment to celebrate that, a little bit of a moment to look, oh my goodness, so terrible. And just have some laughs, have a good time. And that's pretty much it. What's the first thing that is on my topical agenda for today? So as I look forward into 2022 and beyond, one of the biggest things that has become clear to me is, if any of you guys can take anything that I'm saying seriously, given that I have like only 90% of my hair right now, is that I need help. not medically, not mentally, but I need help. I mean, maybe those things, but I need help with the business. I've got too much on my plate trying to juggle 2 to 3 YouTube videos a week. I mean, I could very happily just do that and even if I didn't have to worry about a business. A lot of people who are doing YouTube as a job will do 1 video a week, or if you're Mr. Beast, 1 video a month that gets 100 million views in a week. So I could easily occupy a full-time job just with the channel. But in addition to that, I've got the actual resale business that the channel is named after that I'm trying to run day to day, sending stuff off to Amazon, listing stuff on eBay, shipping those orders out, doing networking and figuring out what deals I'm going to buy on Instagram, and sometimes doing mail deals with people who will reach out on Instagram or email, and buying collections and going to conventions and networking there and shooting videos and buying more stuff and bringing it, right? It's a lot of stuff. And frankly, a lot of stuff in the business could be delegated. So for this next year, probably the number one thing on my agenda is to hire some help to help with some of the aspects of the business that are easiest to delegate. So as a result of that, I actually had a meeting with a gentleman yesterday who is going to start doing some eBay listing for me and potentially more stuff from there. It's sort of a internship kind of a position. I want to go slow. I don't want to just jump in and say, hey, you guy that I've never met off the street, you want to come work for me full time, and then find out a few months down the road, oh, we actually like don't gel that well. And this here I have this person who is depending financially on me, and we don't even like each other all that much. And maybe they're unsatisfied with me as an employer. I'm unsatisfied with their work. I know all too well, unfortunately, from personal experience, how it can go when you are working for like even a good friend, and how sometimes that stuff just it doesn't go how you want it to, and expectations can be misaligned, and it can end up getting a little bit ugly. So that's what I'm trying to avoid in establishing sort of a part-time internship position first, and then working into potentially more responsibility in the future. But that's the number one thing that is really on my mind for the channel as I go forward. Appreciate you guys. There have been a couple super chats already. I really appreciate that. Congrats on 100K. Luke, I appreciate that a ton. Let's shave a little bit more off. I think the approach that I'm going to take, by the way, I'll give you guys a little sneak preview. I downloaded an app today that's called Baldify, I think. This may be, you guys can measure the results once we're done. This may be what I end up looking like by the end of this video. Granted, by the actual end of this video, it won't be, I'm not going to have like the old man sides. So what I'm going to do basically is simulate what it would look like if I did start to lose my hair from the top. I'm going to go back and back and back until like the whole top is gone. And then I'm going to keep these. So eventually I just look kind of like an old man with hair loss. So that one day, maybe it will be slightly less shocking if that actually does happen to me and I do start to lose my hair. That'll be kind of nice. I won't just, wake up one day and not recognize myself in the mirror. And then from there, I guess we'll just keep taking it down. I don't know. Maybe we'll do like a row, like some sort of is that like a Star Trek thing? Having like a thing. Oh, it's all coming down onto my face. So yeah, that's the game plan. Let's get a little bit further into it. By the way, my wife Erica is not pleased that this is happening. So you guys are you're getting to experience something unique, much to her chagrin. Oh yeah, there we go. Very nice, very nice. There are plenty of attractive bald people out there. Maybe after this live stream, I'll become the next Jeff Bezos. Dan, Art Vandelay's in the chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. We'll go a little bit farther. Okay, we're going to keep going a little bit more. I'm using the screen as a mirror right now. I don't know. I'm actually feeling like once this is all said and done, it might not look too terrible. Wouldn't that be like the craziest plot twist of all? Like, I get done with shaving my head for the first time ever, and like I actually look better than I used to. Okay. This, what this reminds me of is those like YouTube videos where people accidentally like burn their hair off with a curling iron or something like that. Oh yeah, that's a difference right there. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, you guys are getting to. You know what I'm going to do right now as I'm currently on this live? I'm going to post an Instagram story of me looking like this and just say, "Hey, come check out YouTube." I cannot get over this. Live on YouTube right now. Smiley face. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. It's where I post shenanigans like this. Oh boy. You know what this reminds me of, this hairstyle of that one guy in The Janitor in The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Didn't he have like a super bad receding hairline that was kind of stuck up in the back like that? I'm sure that actor has a name. I apologize if that actor is in the chat right now that I am disrespecting you and not knowing your name. I'm sure he is. Next up, in terms of the future of the channel, need to get back to my note here. So one thing that sort of a soft goal that I have for 2022 is I would love to put out some sort of a merch product, whether that is like, I don't know if it'd be like t-shirts and sweatshirts, or like I thought maybe a hat could be good since normally I'm a hat guy and I definitely will be after this. Or maybe something a little bit more creative like tote bags or I don't know. You guys can shoot me your suggestions if you'd like. I feel a little bit bad because I have had people asking me for a while like, "Hey, do you have any merch? Can we buy anything with your logo on it?" Which I really appreciate. Like that's really humbling, really really flattering that people have asked for that. The biggest reason I haven't done it so far is honestly because of what I was talking about earlier of like I don't have a ton of time right now. And I don't want to just kind of throw something together and have it be mediocre. If I'm going to put something out, I want it to be something that I'm really proud of, and that I would like wear myself or use myself or whatever the case might be. And right now, I don't have the time to create something excellent. But that said, this next year, I think I would like to put in that time. It's just a matter of trying to find it. So if you are someone who has asked for that, just know it's on my mind. I just need to carve out the margin to figure out how to do it well and exactly what I would want to do. So that's that. Let's go for another layer, shall we? We're going fast here, folks. This is gonna be. It's high action here at Phoenix Resale. All killer, no filler. How far to the sides do you go? You know what could be kind of a cool channel tagline that I always forget to say is all flippin' killer, no flippin' filler. Because it's like kind of a double entendre like my outro every time. But I always forget to say it. Is this like perturbing to watch someone do this? I've seen this in like movies before. With like, oh, who am I thinking of? Like Anne Hathaway in Les Mis. She like shaved her head on screen, and I remember thinking that's a little disturbing. But 100K people, you got to celebrate somehow. This is going to be something fun to like look back on. It's funny, when I was trying to get the hair out, I was like subconsciously stopping here because I assume that's where my hairline is, but it's not. It's back here at this point. Is the light in the background turning on and off? My good old LED streamer light? Old Faithful? Or it's, wait, it almost looks like the brightness is going up and down. All right. We're getting her done here, folks. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. I think I'm going to look decent. I think I'm going to look decent bald, honestly. That's not a bad scalp, is it? That's a pretty good looking scalp right there, Phoenix. Do any of you guys do the method when you're when you get done with a haircut of like you take 2 steps out the door after you're done and just like get, oh dang, that was kind of messy, and just get everything out of there? Because I cannot stand having hair falling on me all day. It really bothers me. Ugh. Next up in business chat, Caleb talks business. It looks so much dumber when you just flatten it down. Oh boy, that is good. Oh, it's actually the camera that is adjusting the brightness as I like kind of cover up the. See, it just did it again. Okay, good to know my light is actually working. All right, what is next here? So here's another thing. There has been a little bit of uncertainty this last year. Not uncertainty, but a little inconsistency on my part of how often I'm uploading. During my peak seasons, and I would honestly say probably maybe the majority of the year, probably like 7 months out of this last year, I was doing 3 videos per week, which is kind of a breakneck speed, especially when you realize that for a good chunk of it, I was editing all my own videos. So those processes, I mean, each one of those videos is like probably a 10-hour day of work on average. And that's not counting like all the actual reselling that I have to do. For this next season, what I'm anticipating is going back to 2 a week and just ensuring that every video I upload is a banger. Like just putting a lot of thought into video ideas and into titles and thumbnails. I think you guys have probably seen a little bit of a change on my channel. Well, hopefully, I mean, this whole last year has been something of a progression on that front. Just in terms of constantly growing and constantly doing, like, making better videos and making better thumbnails. Future Millionaire says, shave the eyebrows too. I'm sorry, my Discord earlier today, they actually pulled together $250 offering me just to shave my eyebrows as well. I didn't take them up on it. The Foot Clan, it was very disappointed, but I'm going to look hideous enough as it is. I'm convinced. I don't want to do that to my wife to shave the eyebrows as well. So yeah, the plan is to go down to 2 videos a week consistently. Maybe sometimes there'll be a third, but more likely an idea that I have tumbled around in my brain is actually putting more into, technically right now, I actually do have a second channel. Never said that on this channel before, but I'll say it to you guys because I see the people here in this live stream as kind of my core audience. I don't think there are going to be hardly any people in this live stream that have not been familiar with my content before who would stop in and watch me shave my head and talk about my business for an hour or whatever. So 1, I appreciate all of you guys for being here. And 2, I'm willing to share with you guys that I actually do have a second channel. It has 1 video on it, which is me, which is a random guy throwing up in front of me as I'm filming. It's like a 15-second video. And the idea with that channel is this next year, depending on the kind of schedule margin I have and depending on if some filming slash editing work ends up being something that I can delegate to someone else, I may start uploading inconsistently to that second channel. The idea would be on that channel, I put random stuff that doesn't quite fit on the original channel or is a little bit more experimental and I'm not as concerned about how many views it gets, or is a little bit more like behind the scenes. Like maybe I'll do a random video and these would all be like very unedited, um, low effort put into the editing, but just putting more stuff out there. Like I think people would really, a lot of people, a lot of you guys, a lot of my core viewers would just enjoy seeing more of Phoenix resale, especially the business side. So what I'm thinking is if I can pull it off, like throwing videos up there um, like just pulling and packing orders and talking about like how stuff is selling and the kind of stuff that's selling well and talking about bolos and all that kind of stuff. Or like maybe I come home with a haul of 3 bins of stuff and I just spend 20 minutes like unpacking it and like putting it in different piles. Like here's what's going to get traded in, here's what's going to eBay, here's what's going to Amazon, and just like talking about it and showing off stuff as I go through it. That kind of video, posting that on a second channel, I think would be a really potentially good home for that kind of a content. Um, and I don't think it would have to be all that high effort like my normal videos are. Because the reality is, in each one of those videos, you're talking about hours of shooting and hours of editing. But if I could shoot and edit a video in an hour and throw that up on my second channel, then that might change the game a little bit. Um, and I'll just, you know what, I'll go ahead and tell you guys since you're here that the second channel name is Renix P Sale. So I think it has like 10 subscribers right now. Up until this point, only the Discord knew about it. That also is where I've been doing like all my Discord live Q&A sessions, but those are all private, so only Discord members can still access those. But the one video of the dude throwing up in front of me, by golly, that is public. So you can go check that out after this if you want. But yeah, that's kind of the game plan for, content wise 2022. I want to do more videos that are a little bit ambitious, that are, have fun themes and are, somewhat outside of the norm of what you might normally expect to see. I've got one coming out that I'm really excited about that if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably know about, coming out on December 14th. So mark your calendars for that. I think that video, it might be the best one I've ever made. Just in terms of what I see as quality. I don't think it's going to perform the best. I think it'll perform well. It's a really good video. It's a semi-shorter one. Has to do with Game Boy SPs. That's all I'll say about that. But for 2022, I do hope to do more videos like that because the scope of that one was pretty ambitious. Oh, dang, 175 likes and only 374 people watching. Well, first of all, 374 people is a ton, but relative to the likes that we have, like that's a really good like ratio. So I appreciate you guys for that. Enough out of me. Get some of this hair off, huh? I'm hot. Let's cool down a little bit. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. Whoa. See, what I just did there was the no look. That's a high level technique. Oh, that is bad. Oof. I left a chunk. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Crisis averted. Cast your votes in the chat whether you think it's possible that I could look decent after all this. All right, we're looking good up in here, boys and girls. Ooh, that is nice. Old man Caleb. up on the live stream. Let's even me out a little bit. Someone was saying in the chat earlier, "Oh, it's not technically bald unless you use a razor." Blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna get an actual razor out on stream. I feel like that'd just be weird to get myself all shaving creamed up. This is a fraction of a quarter of an inch of hair on my scalp. You can completely see the whole thing. Don't be a stickler, Hank. I'm just kidding. You're a good sport. But yeah, man, I'm looking good. I feel like I don't know. Like I feel like that's not bad. Riff called me Caillou earlier, so that I'm gonna look like Caillou after this. Which honestly, Caillou's kind of a baller. So I'll take that. Next up on the itinerary, what's happening this next year? Talked about second channel. On the second channel, also, I'll say I would probably get a little bit more back into the live stream rhythm. I have fallen off of that just because I've been putting a lot into the Discord live Q&As. A lot. At least twice a month I've been doing that. And that's something I'm going to continue doing. So we'll see if regular lives come back a lot on the channel. Here's something that I did want to talk about. In terms of, like, I want to talk about my growth goals for the business and for the YouTube channel. Because it's been a big growth year for both of those things. YouTube, I would say more than the business side, just because 2020 was like a huge year for resale. I was basically like at the beginning of 2021, I was like, if we can be in the same neighborhood as the kind of numbers that I put up in 2020, I'll be pretty happy. And this year has been in the same neighborhood. It's been a really good year. Buying in bulk has been huge. Doing a lot of collection buys. Going to conventions has actually been really helpful too, as a source of getting a decent amount of inventory at once. I've been able to do pretty well at conventions. And so on the business side, I'm still kind of in that perspective of what, gosh, I'm losing my train of thought. I keep looking at myself in the in the like little viewfinder of the live stream, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. I'm still in that perspective of like, if I pretty much coast on the Amazon and eBay side, actually eBay this year has been a lot higher than last year, just because of the graded games that I've been selling. That's been really helpful on the eBay side. Amazon's been about the same. If you're curious what that looks like, you can go. I did a video last December that was how much I actually made reselling this last year, and I might do another similar one this year. We'll see if I have time in the upload schedule. But I will say I had a really great Black Friday and sold $2,000 worth of stuff on Amazon on Black Friday, and that was like double my previous, no, not double, but almost double my previous best day on Amazon that month. So that was fantastic. And so yeah, on the business side, if it stays pretty consistent, I'm going to be okay, because it's just doing well. Like for a single person operation, the Amazon and eBay resale business is doing quite well. I'm very happy with it. On the YouTube side, my primary growth metric, actually, before I get into that, I'm going to shave a little bit more, because I don't want to run out of things to talk about before this hair goes away. I think it's not quite at like old man level. Like I think I need a little bit more off the sides here, and also a little bit farther back to be really like old man-esque. So we're going to work on that a little bit. It's hard to like look at it and shave it at the same time. There we go. That's starting to look better. Nice. There we go. There we go. All right, yeah, I like it. I'm going rogue. There we go. Okay, so that definitely is getting. We need to do more in the back. All right, that's feeling better. Yep, yep. And I'm realizing I've got to take a selfie of myself. That's the most redundant phrase you've ever heard. Got to take a selfie and document this stage in the process before it's all gone. And this is also the point in the night where we get to see how accurate that photo was, that the one that the app did. All right. All right, say cheese, everybody in the chat. You get to be part of this selfie. Get a little bit of YouTuber thumbnail face in there, you know what I mean? Oh, wow. Oh, I can't do that. Oh. Okay, enough of that nonsense. So, on the YouTube side, let's get real here. Let's talk about YouTube goals. Because this obviously has been an insane growth year. I think at the beginning of the year, around this time, I had about 30,000 subs. 70,000 in a year is crazy. I mean, that's. I thought, to give you some perspective, I thought that my first year on the platform, I started in February. I thought by the following February, uh, if I can grind out 2 videos a day, if I'm lucky, I'll be at 1,000 subs. And at that point, I was at 30, which is mind blowing. I mean, it's because the thing is, I think I had the right expectations, like relative to the statistics, like relative to what is standard. Um, my mind and my expectations were pretty much in the right place. So I'm just so grateful to be like in the niche that I am, and to uh, just have had the opportunities that I've had to make the videos that I have. And um, I think if you were to ask me what's the single biggest reason that that the channel's been able to grow at the rate that it has, I get that question a decent amount from other people with channels on Instagram, YouTube channels who reach out on Instagram. The single biggest thing, because I mean, there are 100 things that make a successful YouTube channel, but I would say the single largest indicator of whether you'll be successful or not is a relentless commitment to making every video better than the last. That's the single thing. If I had to point to one trait over this last year that has propelled me to grow and continue to grow on the platform, it's just that. It's the fact that, like, in my free time, I listen to podcasts on how to make better YouTube videos. It's the fact that right now I'm enrolled in a course. I paid $250 to be a part of this like collective workshop that is put on by a much larger YouTuber, of a bunch of people figuring out how to make better videos. It's the fact that, like, I'll literally, like, as Erica and I are like falling asleep, I'll roll over and be like, "Hey, I just had this idea for a YouTube video that I want to share." Like, that's what comes into my mind as I'm trying to fall asleep. Um, that relentless pursuit of making every video better than the last is the single thing, if you are also a creator, that I would encourage you to just like be self-aware about. if you don't sense that kind of a desire in yourself, it could be either that like maybe YouTube just isn't for you, or maybe you're not in the right niche. Maybe you like haven't found that thing that like that kind of passion can really be sustained. Anyway, I'm getting off on a little bit of a tangent right now. What was I going to say with that? YouTube goals for 2022. I've had a good number of people either like in comments or DMs, or like I saw even in this chat earlier of people saying, all right, dude, 100K, congrats. 200 is just around the corner. 500 is coming up. 1 million. Can you imagine if you got to 1 million? And I'm just like, hold on. Like, first of all, let's take a moment and like savor this. I mean, this is like 100,000 people. That's crazy. The fact that there are 100,000 folks out there that have some sort of a peripheral interest in what I'm doing. There aren't 100,000 folks that are watching every video. I know that. But there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them that do. And I'm so honored by that. And I want to just take the time and put the energy into taking that seriously before I start obsessing over the next milestone. So I can tell you guys with complete integrity that my mind is not on 110 or 150 or 200. It's just not where my mind is right now. I just got chills because it's so true. Is how do I best serve the people who have already taken the time to subscribe to my channel and to watch my videos? Like, if my career basically caps right now and I spend like the rest of my time just figuring out how do I make the best, most optimal, most entertaining, most satisfying videos for this group of people that I'm have some level of responsibility to at this point, I would say. I owe it to you guys, not the millions of other people out there who don't watch me, who may one day. I owe it to you to make the best videos I possibly can. That's really where my mind and where my heart are going forward. And I know that if I get caught up in the pursuit of arbitrary sub numbers, it's a dead end road. It's a constantly shifting goalpost that you will never get to. So I'm setting myself up for psychological failure if I go down that route, and that's just not something I want to do to myself. It's not something I want to do to you guys, because if I do, it will cause the videos I make to change in nature. They're going to start to be directed out to a much broader crowd. And granted, some of my videos will do that. My PS5 giveaway video, the first video I ever had that significantly outperformed anything I had ever posted, and is still to this day my most popular video, appealed to a way broader audience than the video game flipping and hunting content that I normally do. And that's great, because maybe some people will find the channel that hadn't before. Most of them, even if they subscribe, they probably won't stick around, but some of them will, and that's great. There's always going to be a place for that kind of content, but that's not the main goal, right? My main goal is, like with this SP video that I talked about that's coming out in 2 weeks, I think it's something that you guys will really love. I hope. I am very proud of it. Did all the shooting and editing and everything myself, and I'm excited to see how you guys received it. The GameCube Gambit is a great example. The feedback that I've gotten on that series has been more positive than basically anything else I've done on this channel. And it's been fantastic to see it exposing that collector-minded side of myself, and really embracing that has shown to have really struck a nerve with a lot of my viewer base that like previously hadn't really been able to engage with that. And so like that's something I'm really excited about, that I'm definitely going to be continuing. And that's primarily where my mind is. I'm going to continue to obsess over how to make the best possible videos I'm not going to obsess over how to get the next 5 or 10 or however many subs. Kevin, appreciate the super chat, and also appreciate you, Justin, for bringing Kevin over. That's great. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. Like that, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to continue to push to make better and better videos. And I have no doubt that the channel will grow, and I'm looking forward to that growth. But what I'll say is that when it comes to numbers, I'm not somebody that's going to tell you that I don't care about the numbers. I do care about the numbers. I wish that I cared a little bit less and could be solely interested in the art side of it. I'm such an analytical guy that the numbers are inseparable to me because it's an indication of how well that art, these videos, are serving the community, right? The video that I put out today is doing super well. The Walmart $3 Switch game video. People are loving that one. And that signals to me, hey, dude, like make more stuff like this because people really enjoy it. And so I'm making a mental note. Okay, how can I maybe do more of this kind of, granted, that situation, it's hard to manufacture. And I'm never going to manufacture something like that of like another flipper also being there and being like kind of awkward and like there's a little bit of tension there. I'm never going to manufacture that, but maybe I do, do some more like RA stuff and, try to find super cheap games from Walmart. I don't know. The ATL Flipper, thanks a bunch for your super chat and your support as well. I really appreciate that. 98K subscribers behind me. That's, hey, you like, I'm super excited for you. Like that is a great part of the journey to be in. I consider myself at exactly that point. Maybe that's a tacky thing to say. I very much like have the mentality of a like young, hungry, excited YouTuber. And I hope I never lose that because that's like that's the most exciting part of the journey, I think. But what I was saying is like I very much do care about the numbers. The numbers that I'm primarily going to be focusing on though is not subscribers. I've said this in the past. Subscribers are a vanity metric. They're not, your sub count doesn't matter. It's not tied to your revenue. It's just a flashy like number that people will see when they click on your channel and think, oh, this person, has some level of influence. But in reality, that's not even true. There are tons of dead channels out there that have 100K, 200K, over 1 million subscribers, but they get like way, way less. They get a fraction of that number of views per video, like maybe 1%, because their audience doesn't care about what they're doing anymore. Maybe they have gotten like too salesy, or maybe they have deviated from their original message and people aren't resonating with it anymore. So subscribers doesn't matter nearly as much. Rick just sent me $20 to get a haircut. Dude, I'm doing it myself. I'm saving myself money on it. What do you think this is all about? I'm just saving myself on my Great Clips monthly bill. Oh, this feels weird, dude. That's fun. That would be even more satisfying if I did razor this down. Maybe I will tomorrow. I don't know. It's looking, what I like about this is it's looking fairly even. Like I'm not seeing any patches that seem to already be balding, which is primo. I'm going to go ahead and start taking off. At this point, okay, I'm going to go a little bit more over here. I'm probably going to go a little bit, yeah, we'll go a little bit farther down on the sides in the back. And then I might actually start like from here. Or do we keep going down the sides and end up with like some super whack long like sideburns? What's funnier? I feel like the strip around would be kind of funnier. So yeah, I feel like I do definitely look whacker without glasses. I'll tell you that. I look a little bit more naked without them. I'm gonna start like here maybe and just kind of, I think that'd be kind of funny. but we'll do it on this side first. Oh, geez. What have I done? Oh, no. Oh. I think I lost some somewhere. Oh, that is yucky. Wow. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna, boy, getting the actual back of my head is gonna be really tough. Whoops. Empty that out a little bit. I still haven't told you guys the actual metric that I'm leaving you guys on a cliffhanger. Gosh, this is tough. I'm gonna have to go lefty. Oh no. The battery's running out of this thing. Oh dear. That's not good. I think we'll have enough to finish the job. Look at that though. That's kind of nice. Do you think that Erica still would have married me if I looked like this? I'm gonna even it up a little bit back here. Need my glasses again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's nice. I've never looked this good. Yep, that's what I was going for right there. Let's get a little bit of I'm lining myself up right now. Yeah, line me up. Nice. What do you think? Are we done here? Oh geez. All right. So the actual metric that does matter to me and that I think is the biggest indicator of channel success and health is average views per video. That will tell you a whole lot more. There might be channels out there that have 10,000 subscribers that get 100,000 views per video. I would guess if they do exist, I got a super chat from Jaime AWOL asking me to check Discord. All right, appreciate you modding this chat. We don't want it getting too dirty. You're a mod now. Appreciate that. What was I saying? Average views per video. You can have. Listen to this. This is crazy. I heard this week in I can't remember if it was in the class that I'm taking right now, the YouTube class, or in a YouTube podcast. There is an insurance channel out there, an insurance YouTube channel, has 2,000 subscribers. It's not personality based, it's information based. 2,000 subscribers, but the dude makes videos on insurance policies and has like affiliate links all up in the description, and people buy pretty consistently based on the information he gives in these videos. Dude's making $1 million a year on a 2,000 subscriber YouTube channel. He must be pulling some really solid views on those videos, even though people may not necessarily be subscribed. Hello, 2,000 to $2 million. Like, that's insane to me. What am I saying with this? The reason that I don't care about subscribers is you can have 3 million subscribers and get 300 views per video, right? And I'm not all that impressed by that. What I am impressed by, Alex, what's up? Good to see you in the chat. Appreciate the support. Where my mind is much more is how can I raise over time the number of people that consistently watch my stuff, that are interested in the journey and the kind of videos that I'm making and are entertained by the format and the challenges and the narratives that I'm constructing with my videos. Average views per video is a much better, it's just a much better overall indicator of channel health. For that reason, that was an extremely long-winded way of saying what my actual channel goal is for this next year is I would love to be eventually at 50 to 60,000 average views per video within a week's time. Right now, I'm in the like 30 range. So it's an ambitious goal. It's one that I think is achievable. And it's why I say I'm not someone who can say with a good conscience, I don't care about the numbers. Because I'm definitely thinking about the numbers. Like, I want my channel to grow. And more than anything, what I want is, of the 100,000 people that are subscribed, I want to make videos that more of them like, if that makes sense. And also, obviously, hopefully, people who haven't found the channel yet either. This last week or so, the channel's grown a ton. The algorithm has been pushing some of my older videos, and other videos are gaining traction as a result. I can kind of gauge that by when I start getting comments on older videos. It's usually because they're starting to get suggested more to people that haven't encountered the channel before. So I lost my train of thought a little bit, but that's the kind of metric that I'm studying the hardest, aside from all the other like analytics stuff of viewer retention and click-through rate and blah, 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 blah. You guys aren't interested in that. Is there anything else that I really wanted to let you all know of before this stream ends? I've pretty much covered it, folks. I need to get the rest of this stuff off my head right now. Hey, Shaneathon, thanks so much for the super chat, man. Really appreciate that. Here we go. So, gosh, that's kind of funny. It's almost like aligned with my glasses line. So I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the back of my head on camera. And honestly, I don't think you guys would really be able to tell. I'm going to do the best that I can to just go ahead and take the rest off right now. We're going to go all the way. Oh, geez, I thought it was dead. Okay. How far down are we going to take this? Maybe like level with the top of my ear. That's standard, right? Seems about right, I'd say. Don't ask an actual hairstylist. I might actually get corrected. Oh yeah, it's happening. Oh my goodness. Even without my glasses, I can see Justin, the flipping accountant in the chat, talking about the Mr. Krabs meme in the back. I love it. I'm getting like as far as I really realistically can. I've got a dandruffy scalp I'm finding. That's not what you want. Oh man. Okay. Honest. I mean, what do you guys think? I think I'm looking kind of decent bald. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Do I look better? No, I don't look better. But like, I don't know. I mean, aside from this stuff, could be worse. Got a little bit of a like Saitama vibe going on. One Punch Man. Anyone? I don't know. Let me know in actually more importantly than in chat. Let me know in the comments, the actual comments of this video, so I'll be able to look at them later. Let's go lefty. Oh. Nice. I think that's about the right line, don't you? Maybe I should have gone higher. I don't know. Also, let me know, is this the weirdest thing you've ever watched somebody do on a live stream? Actually, I take that back. I don't know if I want to hear some of the answers to that question. Keep those to yourself. Wow. Folks. Did you ever think? Whoa. It's the new me. The phoenix has risen. Okay, ignore the like miscellaneous like still attached hair up here that hasn't quite come out. Pretty not bad, right? Like if you kind of don't look at it too hard, kind of sophisticated, I think. Folks, I got nothing else for you. The live stream 100K edition. Actually, oh wow, I actually kind of feel a draft up here. That's going to be weird going outside tomorrow to like pack my eBay orders and like getting a chilly scalp. I will say I'm glad. I am glad that I did this. I'm glad that I know what my scalp looks like now officially. And I'm glad that I know like if I did have to go bald one day, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, you know? As long as like my face doesn't go bald, I think I can pull it off okay. I do. Maybe I'm the only one. But folks, thanks for being a part of this. Thanks for being a part of the journey, for tuning into the live stream. We're coming up on almost exactly an hour, so I'm going to leave you guys here. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I will catch you guys on the flip. Just, yeah, don't look at me from the back, if you don't mind.